Wonderful. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all who are present here. I welcome you all to the AMP Web Talk. I am Humaira Kabir. I am working with AMP USA as Operations Manager. I will be the co-host for today's session. Along with me, we have the President of AMP USA, Mr. Shahanshah Ansari, who will be the host today, and Operations Manager of AMP India, Mr. Shehzad Muqaddam from Mumbai as our co-host. Today, this lockdown has made us realize how important it is for us to keep ourselves updated with technology. Let us learn today from Mr. Nazir Ahmed, CEO of Nexus Info Private Limited, how can we also secure our child's future by the use of this technology, not only in the real life, but in terms of education and knowledge delivery as well. I now introduce you all to the speaker of the day, Mr. Nazir Ahmed, who is an entrepreneur by passion, running a multinational software company, having a head office in Bangalore. He is also a social activist associated with AMP from the past 5 years and currently serving as Secretary, AMP Karnataka State. I request Mr. Nazir, sir, please take it from here now. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum all. Thank you, Sister Humaira, for such a wonderful introduction. So I'd like to thank and welcome all the participants for joining this session. I'd like to thank AP also for providing this such a wonderful platform, wherein all of us are getting a lot of knowledgeable webinars and series of lectures through which we're able to get benefited. Now, coming to our, let me share the screen and just start this, because the current scenario, what we're facing, everybody knows, it's not only like India, throughout the world, because of this pandemic, COVID-19 situation, all the schools are disconnected with their teachers, with their schools, students. It's been completely, a huge gap is created where the system of learning is completely disrupted. So today I'd like to take you through the presentation wherein I'll share like my thoughts, and I want this presentation to be like more of interactive session where the participants can share their experiences. When I ask some questions, like even they can put it through chat, what kind of situation they're in and what kind of current solutions or practices they are following up. So I'll just share my screen. Now this is coming to the introduction of our, this one, small note about solution. As we told you that our solution has been for the management of online classes, where it's a two-way communication and a single platform wherein every student, like there are three, like all the stakeholders, like as a management, they have their own access. The teachers, they have their access where they have been aligned with the classes to handle. The subjects have been designed. And once they start plan the learning classes, they'll be able to manage their classes. And a student, when they log in, they have their own this one. So let me take you through like small this one where there's a login screen of the student, of the faculty. When they log in, so this is our dashboard. As soon as teacher logs in, like they have dashboard like about what are the classes they've been assigned to that, like my classes. And since the marking of attendance is also very important to know like how many students have attended the sessions, we have the mark attendance and issue marks for the assignment management. We have the issue marks, academics like that. All the learnings can be marked, assessment. Then we have lesson update where after every session of the completion of the session, they can update the notes, they can give the assignments, they can share the notes, all those things can be done. And at the same time, they'll be able to see in the, as you can see, there's online classes. You can see all your classes which has been assigned to you, or you can generate your own classes. So when you click on online classes, any of the classroom, when you want to start, just click on that class. So it will take you to your virtual class. As a faculty class, like virtual class is like right to the classroom platform through a browser. And you can have your settings wherein you can configure your, whether you're using a microphone or like a headphone. Then there is a settings on the camera where you want to allow the camera, not to allow the camera. Once you click on the start sharing, this is your platform where you can have the webcam. And this is as a presenter, like you can share your this one whiteboard. The way you used to manage your blackboard, now it has been changed to whiteboard. You have different tools. Using these tools, you can zoom out, zoom in, and you can do all set of activities. This which needs to be a little practice. But with this practice, definitely you will be able to connect to the student rather just giving the some kind of notes, some kind of lecture. This will be more of kind of practice where the students will be able to learn very easily. You can zoom and zoom in at different tools available. Then you have a list of participants where you know all the students who are logged into the system so that you can monitor your attendance, as well as you can have a count like who's joined, who's not joined. And this is your web camera section. And as a student login, when they log in, so this is a dashboard where they have like all their attendance status, then present and family, all those kind of details. Then the left side, as you can see, there is a join virtual classes. If you click on this, the student will be taken to the next screen where you have all your classes which are listed, and you just click on the join class. It takes you to the inside of the virtual class where, for example, now a student has joined, name Abhay. And the student has a limited option, as we all see, like the most of the features, what is there in the Zoom. The same kind of thing is there. But here the interaction is like everything is integrated, where it's a two-way, as we told you that we come two-way communication, where we're coming with a platform where it's a complete solution. Students, once you give the assignments, they'll be able to work on the assignments. Again, they'll be able to, after working either on the digital devices or even on their normal notebooks, and this one they can practice on the worksheets, and that can be scanned. Again, that can be really uploaded to the with their platform, and the teacher will be able to assess those. And there are different control centers for the students or for the this one teachers to hold like mute, unmute, and these are the features. And the tools, then screen sharing option, where for example you have a presentation which is you have like PPT or any kind of PDF material that can be uploaded and that can be presented. To upload the material, you just click on the file upload, browse the material which is in the form of PPT or in terms of like PDF. Then you can start sharing, and where this presentation comes, you can take 2 through the session. And this is like confirming logout, like when you log out, you can log out the solution. This is like overall view of the situation. Like now you want me to like share my, like, I'll take you to the real times, this one, access to the login. As I really like, there are three kinds of login. One is about the management, wherein as a management I can log in. This is a dashboard. It's a complete dashboard where you have access to what is your fee management. Then is your about the overall view, like there will like income and expenses. They have different notice board, then student attendance, access to student attendance, teaching staff attendance. The attendance can even, for example, when you're doing it remotely, still the teacher's attendance has to be counted. The same way student attendance has to be counted. So all these things can be taken care of here. And you have upcoming events that can be so like they have timetable. When coming to your like lesson update, you click on that. As a management, you'll be able to know like which are my teachers which have conducted the classes, like they have updated the lesson. Either you can filter by class wise or section wise or even subject wise, faculty wise. Here you'll be able to know, like for example, date wise, which of my teacher, what class, which class they have taken, what is the subject, what is the top chapter they have taken, what is the topic. And you can even upload the recording of the class which has been happened, wherein for example, there are chances that the student might have missed this class due to some personal reason. But still when he logs in his this one, he'll be able to access these recordings to learn this one. Or there are chances that students who have learned, but again, they want to revise. They can revise this session. They can have access to the recording. I'll take you through that. And they can download the notes. This is like overall view of the management. Now, when I'll just log in and show you the dashboard of the teacher. As I was telling, this is a real-time dashboard of the teacher, where we have all the things like marking my class, marking the attendance, issue marks, lesson plan, and all. As I was telling you, like to create the online class, you just go for the online class, or even you want to add any new this month. This online class, you say click plus mark, or from the dashboard also you can see that what is the existing classes. You want to create a new class, just go for creating a new class, add button. You name any kind of this one, session, demo. I can choose the class for which class I want to conduct this virtual class. I can choose a section. I can choose the date. Example, I give it. Then I can choose timing from what time to what time this session will be there. End time, for example, say. So once I submit, an automatically like class is created. When I go for home, this is the demo session, like now what I have created this. When I click this launch, this is how your login happening. So there is no need of like having a different tools or different applications to manage your virtual classes. As you can see, already I've logged in and I've launched. Thing is like currently now I'm the faculty. I can use this option of using listening, only listen.
You are currently the only person in this room.
Now, only currently this one. Now I'll show you the login of the student. When I log in as a student, how it will be like. Now I'm logging with the credentials of a student. When a student logs in, this is my dashboard. When I click in online class, now here is this one and say join. Some check.
So this dashboard is about what, Nazir bhai?
This dashboard is about the student, wherein as a teacher I have created the class. When I create a classroom and launch, the students in their dashboard, they'll be able to see all their online classes, present and past. So I'll click on this, I'll be able to join the class which has been created.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there is some, this one.
Not a problem. So what I would suggest, since we have covered all three parts, student, teacher, and the administrator, what if you take question directly from the teachers and the principals who have joined?
Yeah, sure, definitely. We'll be happy to answer their queries.
Okay, perfect. So I see Khalid Khan Saab, and I believe he's from Gazipur. So I just allow him to speak a bit, and we'll see as a principal what he thinks, what he's looking for, and then maybe you will be able to answer it, Nazir bhai.
Sure.
So Khalid Saab, I'm unmuting you, so you will be allowed to speak.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, Khalid Saab, go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so basically we are done the trial on the Zoom in our school in Mira Road, and we found that the problem is same. Most of the parents, they don't have the gadgets, they don't have the PCs at home, and most of the time they have to attend the school, on the smartphones only. And in Zoom also, we don't have all the features. The basic problem is what we are facing at the moment, the training the teachers and the parents. So specifically, we have been focusing for the last 1 week that the teachers should be trained first on the Zoom software presently we are trying to use it. And the next week onwards, we will contact the parents one by one and try to train them how to join and how to conduct the class. And this is how we are looking for it. Let us see if this software, yours, NeduFest, could be of some better use. So, Mr. Nazir Sahab, if you could please answer the
So,
question.
Sure.
so
Yeah.
I will add to what Khalid Saab said. So, Najir Bhai, if we compare from any other software in the market, it is Zoom or whether it is Google Classroom, how your software is going to be different from them, if you can answer it.
Yeah, sure. As I told you that many of these, if you take a classic example of Zoom or any other platform, it's a one-way communication wherein most of the class, as I told you, there is no complete system where in a simplest way, where you create the classes automatically, that is like you have a login with the students and they log in, they're able to join the class, not only join the class, the other features are very good, like as you told, like many of the Zoom and this for one way, they're able to attend the class. But what is the thing, like when you give some assignments, there's no way of communicating back where student, as I told you that you are given the assignment and the student does the assignment, how does he submit back to the teachers, and how does class wise the teacher they're able to manage the assignments where they approve or disapprove the assignments. As again example, like when as a teacher I've given the conducted the class, after the conduction of class I've shared my notes, I've shared my assignment. After I shared my assignment, by tomorrow when I start the class, before I start the class, all my students should have submitted the assignment, right? So that is nowhere it is happening. So in our software, the student has the option where either said like there are different platforms, digital, which I'll answer that also, where they can we have a digital slate. We are planning to integrate with digital slate, and other ways like, for example, if they're doing it manually on the worksheets, the student does that and they can be trained and to take the cam scanner and scan this, and again they attach and upload. And that is happening through our own software. You don't have to use any third-party software. When you do this, automatically when the teacher comes to know, they choose a class, they come to know that these are the students who have submitted the assignment for yesterday's class, and these are the students who have not submitted. When they see the assignments individually, they're able to check the assignments, and if everything is fine, they can accept these assignments, or in case of any corrections or any modifications or any feedback which you want to give to the student, that can be taken care. When you communicate, you write that this is the assignment done and this is the correction to be taken care. It goes back to the student, and student will be able to improvise on that. Again, they can resubmit this assignment. So this kind of thing, I don't think any platform is providing that.
Yeah, perfect. So it is kind of complete solution you are providing from end to end.
Ji, I'm coming to sir's question, that has got multiple questions. So I'd like to answer all the three questions. One question is about this. The second question is like now coming to digital divide where the accessibility. So we are also thinking that the many challenges are there where students or the many of the families, they don't have the access to digital devices, right, sir? So we are coming with a solution. We're thinking that many of the households, they have TV at their homes compared to their laptops and access to desktops. So what we're planning is we have multiple solutions. One is we're looking out to give the solution through TV, wherein, for example, some students already they have the parents or household, they have smart TV. They can start making use of the smart TV directly. Or some parents, like many places where there's no smart TV, but still they have that latest TV, which can be converted into smart TV by using some small hardware device, which hardly costs 2,000 to 3,000 in the market. We're just trying to complete as a bundle solution where we'll be able to give you the solution. Either you can come to us or you can directly take this and convert it into your smart TV, then start using it. Now the challenge is some of these students, like the parents, they have one smartphone at home. Now they want to work as a parent like this one. They have their own responsibility. Again, they have their own way of communication. Otherwise, everything is standard. When it goes to the TV, it becomes very easy. The second option we're trying to explore is how best we can bring the digital slates or affordable tabs wherein with a small amount, they'll be able to make use of this because this is a current trend. That's the reason we said like many of the NGOs and the government organizations, everybody has to share the responsibility of bridging this digital divide where people have and not have. So we have to support this system. And coming to the third, definitely there is huge gap between the teachers who knows that this digital, who use the digital platform and not. And just before the meeting started, I was telling Shahinsha Bhai that NGOs, especially like AMP, we can play a vital role, very vital important role in training the teachers. So we already have a thing called Train the Trainers. And by Allah's grace, like AMP is doing wonderful work in terms of
Like Shahnaz Ansari would like to answer you live, matlab chhatra.
Pardon me?
What is it? Who is this? Somebody was speaking. Is it Chitra? Do you like to share your question with us?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Like, I think it's a wonderful app, but I just wanted to know that features are very good, but are there some charges, like if you want to like carry this app in our school, and is it chargeable? Like,
Ma'am, like, see, for today's attendees as well as social responsibility, even we are feeling that some of the solution where it is coming to learning, this will be free of cost. But we have all additional features which you want, that may be chargeable. But coming to learning as a social responsibility, even we want to give you this app free of cost. Definitely you can make use of it. And we were ready as EMP, we want to help you all people getting to know how to leverage this platform, how to access this.
So maybe I can add a few more points,
Sure.
Nazir Bhai. So Ms. Chitra, the plan is whosoever is attending this session today, you will be getting this account, at least one license, which will be valid for next 1 year. So there are a couple of modules like how to create your session, how to create your assignments, and then students can log on and see, do their assignment and then submit it. So all these features with this capability, you will be getting it for free. And at least for next one full year, you'll be getting it. So you don't need to pay anything. So hopefully that will solve at least the issue we have because of this pandemic. So this is what you wanted to know?
yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, because the issue we are seeing, like most likely this year, schools may not be able to conduct the way the classes are used to be. Physical classes, especially the students who are like in lower grades. So if you use this solution, maybe to an extent, it is going to solve the issue. Otherwise, for any other solution, let's say if you're going to buy a Zoom solution, then there is a license for it. So because not everything is free, they give free for 40 minutes, and then after that, you have to get a license. So to conduct school sort of things, you really need to buy a license. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Yeah, thank you. So I'll move to another attendee, Mr. Zabir Choksi. Do you have any question? So I'm allowing Jabir Bhai. Do you like to? Okay, I'll allow a couple of more people. So just in case whoever get chance to speak, can you speak? Ifat Humayu.
Yes, sir. I would like to buy an app for this, my college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ma'am.
So we have run classes online, but the same problem, my lecturers are feeling that they are not very comfortable, especially those people who are more than 45 to 50 years.
So Miss Ifat, what kind of application you are using at this moment?
Now we are using Zoom, but you know, the teacher is not able to use the whiteboard and all that. And our students are used to that board thing.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing it from home on the phones. So this app would be really useful.
So Nazir Bhai, if you'd like to pitch in and explain, like, is this feature available with your software?
Yeah, ma'am, like we are the current process of like constant innovation. And even definitely our concern is to help the teachers. As I told you that we are looking, not only looking at the commercial angle, of course it is a part of it, but definitely our more concern is towards the solving the problem, because as everybody knows that education is one thing which can change the life, and that is the future generation. And if we don't support this cause, definitely we are heading to a what do you call, like a kind of different bleak future.
Yes, sir.
So we are there to help you, and whatever is the best possible from our side, inshallah, we'll help you in that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome.
I have allowed Ghazi Aftab. Do you like to talk and raise your question here? Yeah, you can talk. Unmute yourself and talk. So I'm going to, like, one by one, whosoever has raised their hands. So you'll be getting chance to speak whatever question you have. I'll move to the next. It looks like
Assalamu
Ghazi. Yeah, go ahead, Ghazi.
Yes, I want to ask how much this app is secure as data.
Yeah. See, coming to the app security, first thing is we sign an NDA with you. Another thing is we are completely open to the management, wherein this is our own software and this is our server. In case the management wants to have hosted this on their own server, we are open to it.
Okay.
For example, as a management, they feel that my data is very important, my security is very important. Definitely,
Students' data is important.
Yeah, everything. As I told you that when a management feels that, definitely one thing is, as we said, like we are total social on a social platform and social responsibility doing it. But the management feels, definitely we are open, where it can be hosted onto your own server. For example, you buy one server, and in a sense you can rent a server. So there is no need of, now that things are changed, where you don't have to spend on buying huge amount of money to have a server in-house. Instead of that, all our digital cloud is available. You have to just rent a cloud for a minimum of 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per month. And I don't think it should be a very big thing for the management when they think on the security aspects. Hope I have answered your question.
Thank you.
Sure.
Perfect. So I move to another person. I'm moving to another person. We'll see Kafil Ahmed, who has raised hands. Kafil Ahmed Saab, do you like to ask your question?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. This is regarding more on this is regarding more on scalability of the software. So let's say the standard product must be having some capacity, and then if you scale up for larger gatherings, then definitely there must be some more capacity, more people.
Your voice is breaking, Kafil Saab.
Can be included. So this feature must be there, right, from the developers?
Yeah. See, coming to this one, as I told you that this platform is built, already tested, because we were working with the institutions from almost 10 years. It's a decade of experience. And we are working with major clients like Shine Group of Institutions. Already we have worked with earlier with Mount Carmel College, one of the best college in Bangalore, the Presidency Group of Institutions. So Alhamdulillah, it's a vast experience which has made us to come to this platform. It's very scalable. See, the only thing is it involves, as she said, I think you are technically qualified to understand this. It's only the hardware infrastructure, it's a bandwidth, it's your capacity of the server. And since it is on the cloud, it's on the elastic server and it will be scalable. As the number of participants, as the number of school increases, we have to increase our server capacity in terms of platform, hardware platform. So that is very scalable, because since it is nothing to do with your physical server, which are going to be at in-house, like our own office or other institution premises. That is not a case, which have been very problematic. But now, because use of the cloud, it can be scaled to any level. It will be on elastic server. Hope I have answered your query in this.
Perfect. So I'm allowing Muhammad Salim. Mr. Muhammad Salim, do you like to raise your question? You can unmute yourself.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, Mr. Nazir, I have one question.
Yeah, sure.
As I'm using Microsoft Teams,
Ji.
in that we have like a assignment section.
Mhm.
In that normally we can upload an assignment to the teacher, students.
Yeah.
They can download it, they can work on it, then they can upload it.
Okay.
After they upload, there is no such option in that we can correct it online. So we must download and we must use Adobe Reader to correct it.
Mm.
Do this type of facility is available in your software so that we can use your software directly to correct their assignments?
So it's in the process. Currently, it is not available. As it may take some time, maybe 3 months to 6 months time. It's under process and it will be developed. Because we understand that we have to give a complete solution. And as see, everybody was like in the education domain or segment. Everybody knew that the physical kind of education system will last only for another 15 or maximum 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. But now because of this pandemic, everything has changed.
Yeah.
Now people have started adapting this and we are ready to accept this challenge and we are working on it. Inshallah, we'll be able to match all the requirements.
Okay. And I have one more question. Hello.
Ji.
Yeah. Whatever the whiteboard you said, whatever we write on the whiteboard, it is possible to save that whiteboard and it can be transferred to the student through their mail? It is possible?
Yeah, there are some like we are working on that feasibility as well. So definitely it will be possible. See, as you know that all there some plugins to be like installed and some we have to develop that. So we'll take all your critical, like we need the feedback. See, for us also this is the first time where we're launching this system.
Yeah.
And coming to all other modules, we have exposure where we, after the management, they're working on their on our system, they're given the feedback. That is how it has improvised.
Yeah.
Definitely, we'll take all your suggestion and feedback for our improvement and we'll implement it, inshallah.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, can I raise one more question? As there is a time bound.
If the time permits, the host, they are ready.
Single. One more question.
Go ahead, Salim sir.
Yeah, as we are using like Zoom also, in that basically when they started, we used to have security threats, but they solved it. Do this type of security threats will arise in your software?
See, inshallah, it should not be, because when it came to Zoom, there are many things for that. It is a Chinese-based product. Now all kinds of this one. That was a major concern.
Yeah.
But since it is our own this one product, inshallah, it should not be there. And anyhow, we have, see, as for any kind of software company now who are into cloud, so we have to take the corrective measures, and it's going to be security also one of the main feature which we have to upgrade ourselves, keep upgrading. So we'll be taking care of that as well. Definitely we have to address it, because we are not here to just give solution for a short term.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Nazir.
Perfect.
Most welcome, sir.
So I'll go to Ifat Humayu. Do you like to talk, Ifat? Otherwise, I am going to ask another attendees to. Okay, I am allowing Syed Atiq Jilani. You can unmute Jilani Sahab and talk.
Hello, Mr. Nazir Saab. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
But to have this system running, I think it will be a best thing to complement the syllabus along with the software, because just the software would not, of course it will help, but having a syllabus also complementing the software would help us a lot. So do you have anything on that?
Alhamdulillah, we have that system wherein we have, as I was telling you, lesson update. So we have a lesson plan where you make an entire plan for the year. then you distribute to different teachers what is to be handled. When they log in, automatically they know that what is to be handled. And once that is where, like we told you that is a complete ERP solution. And as we are progressing, we want to give the assessment as well as, like, for example, we are building our own LMS system where you can record all your, either there are two ways. One is the ready-made solution, what is available, like, for example, free resources, some kind of videos which is available that you can share in terms of video. Because now the things are changing where more than the your text and PDF formats, it is more of videos through which the children are learning, right? There is one way is you're taking the resources from the YouTube and other sources, authenticated sources, and share it, or you can build your own content. And we have option to bridge this. What I'm trying to say is, if the management is able to create your own contents, we have this platform where we have lesson plan, and the lesson plan is bridged to connected to the teachers. When they log in, they know that what is to be handled. It's readily available. And even they can upload the notes related to that particular chapter and particular topic. Hope I have answered the query.
Thanks, Najir bhai. We'll move to Sulakshana Parekh. Do you like to talk, ask your question? You can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And first of all, I would like to thank you for organizing such a beautiful webinar for us. Sir, I want to talk to Nazir, sir. Sir, it is very appreciative effort that you have really thought so much about it. But as we belong to Ajmer, Rajasthan, and the scholars who are studying in our school, they belong to a strata where these gadgets are not with everybody. So you have given a solution that TV is there. But still, some teachers, those who have been teaching conventionally so far, so it becomes a trouble for them also to teach. It becomes a stress sort of thing. And second thing, the child has to be on screen for a longer time, which is also a trouble. So I want some solutions for these two things, which have been a major concern in our area especially. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Parekh.
Can I answer, Shija, to partly? See,
go ahead.
We are trying to solve the problem, but we may not be able to give you 100% solution because there are so many problems where we cannot be addressed in a 100% way. As we told you that many of the, since we are given another option of coming to the TVs, the students earlier were watching the mobile phone with very close, holding the mobiles very closely. The radiations as well as the screen stress, that we have been reduced. Anyhow, most of the students, irrespective of whether they are not when they are engaging, they are engaged more with the cartoons. They're watching the cartoons and they're watching some other things on the TV, right? That is the most of the engagement. So we're trying to address it, but definitely in over the process, we're trying to add more highly educated intellectuals into our team, where they can give the suggestions, and we as a technological company will try to come the best possible solutions. We'll try our best.
Yeah, thank you, Najir bhai. I'm allowing Mr. Kamlesh Sharma. Do you like to ask your question? You can unmute yourself, Mr. Kamlesh. Okay, looks like he's not able to. Shadab Pasha, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Sir, I would like to ask one question regarding that. There are various open, I have heard the open source platform that is MOOC, Massive Open Online Courses. The Moodle is there for assigning all these things, but it is very difficult to do all those things because the mechanism of the software is not very good. Somehow Zoom is very easy, but what about your software? How is it different from Zoom?
See, already one thing is like already answered the difference between the Zoom and ours. Coming to the usage of the platform, I have seen like it's very almost like similar to Zoom. It's very simple to use. One of the best reason, the reason now many people adapt into Zoom is because of its very easy to use mechanism. And as you have seen our software also, it's very simple to log in, and it has got a user interface wherein a simple user who knows the basic English and who knows how to operate the system will be able to manage it. Compared to the complex system, as you rightly said, there are some softwares available, but it's very highly complex. By the time you understand, for example, if you take a classic example of like, I'm trying to reason, Tally, a first time user cannot able to operate it.
Mr. Kamlesh, aage question.
Pardon me?
Mr. Kamlesh, do you like to talk?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. This would be really an effective app, and you are doing good job. But my question is, actually, the big issue that we are facing right now is lack of accountability. How do we make sure that the students do their part?
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, Ms. Sharma. I thought Kamlesh name. I got confused. Sorry about it. Yeah, Nazir bhai, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, I already answered like that is where our solution, we are different from others. As I told you, like in the Zoom, you'll be able to give one-way communication. You'll be able to give the assignment to the children. As I told you that today, as a teacher in our platform, I'm giving the assignment to a teacher, to students. So by next day, it's a duty of the students to complete the assignments and upload those assignments into our software. When they upload it, as a teacher, you're able to know like who are the students who have submitted the assignments and who has not submitted, and who has not submitted, you can question them why they have not done it. And the people who have submitted the assessment, the assignments, you can check their assignments, you can evaluate the assignments. In terms of any feedback, you can give the feedback for redoing the assignments, or in turn, the assignment is complete, you can accept the assignment. So if you have a dashboard where you'll be able to know, like for example, you have 30 or 40 students in a class, out of which how many have submitted the assignments, how many have not submitted, how many have successfully submitted and their assignment is accepted, and how many have submitted assignment but you have not accepted because for a revise this one for them. So that kind of this one will give a complete accountability for the teachers. The same way for the management, it gives accountability like today, which all my teachers, they have taken the classes, what has been taught, because you can have a review of the recordings of session where you'll come to know like how was the behavior of the student, or how was the teaching methodology of the teacher. See, as this is the first time it is everybody is trying to teach online. See, there might be some etiquettes which need to be told to the teachers as well as the students. They have to be trained. So with this, our system, you'll be able to have a complete audit on the system as what is happening. Everybody is accountable. Hope I have answered your query.
Thank you. We'll move to the next attendee, Dr. Javed Inam Siddiqui Sahab. Do you like to talk?
First of all, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Actually, my concern is that nowadays in this pandemic era of the corona, most of the institutions are preferring the online or e-learning classes or e-learning teaching. So for the e-learning teaching, there is a very important part is the development of the content of the class. So do you suggest some tools about the development of the content of the classes which becomes really helpful in the development of the appropriate contents of the class?
Yeah, I have a small suggestion, sir. Like, see, for every institution, when it comes to the this one, there are already many of the contents available. My small suggestion. The reason is this is just like reinventing the wheel. Yes, you can modify. For example, if there is something which you want to have a specific, you can work on it. Otherwise, for every like CBSE schools or K-12 schools or state boards, for everything there are like all the publishers, they have their own contents in the e-format. So why don't you make use of this content? And using those contents, we can improvise on that. Rather trying to create your own contents from the scratch. Because it may take a lot of efforts. By the time you complete your contents, you might have like lost a lot of time. It's my suggestion. But definitely when planning to have a customized some content, it can be done. And we'll try to assist you on that.
No, actually, I'm asking about the blended type of the contents now. That hello.
Yeah, see, blended type of contents, as like there's some ready-made tools are available. We can suggest you on that.
Okay.
The content creation will be responsibility of the management.
Okay. So do you suggest? So I'm asking that, do you suggest some important tools that are available online?
Sir, I can share you with personal, see, another thing is my request, humble request, because now we'll not be able to answer every question.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll take it offline, as well as we'll try to create one, if AMP permits, we'd like to have a WhatsApp group where all kinds of these kind of questions can be answered.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much. Okay.
Most welcome, sir.
Perfect. We'll move. I'll go to Shehzad Bhai. Humaira, how much time we are left with?
We
have already exceeded.
Exceeded? Okay, so I think let's have last attendees, and then after this we can wrap up. So I'll allow Sajid Siddiqui Sahab. Do you like to talk? You can unmute yourself.
I hope I am audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. So I am Professor Sajid Siddiqui from Anjuman Engineering College, Nagpur. I'm very thankful to Mr. Nazir Ahmed for basically giving us the opportunity to know about this software. As of now, we have been using a combined coalition of Zoom and Google Classroom.
Ji.
My question to Mr. Nazir Ahmed is that he was talking about a tool in his software where you can use the white marker, right? There's a white marker board. Can you tell me, can I, with some means or with some technological device, can I write on that white marker board? Because since we are an engineering institution, and for many engineering colleges, it is very difficult to generate derivations and long lengthy calculations and problems through either PPT or PDF. So we need to write. So once we write it, it's more interactive with the students.
Yeah. So to answer this question, as I earlier told you, we are coming up with a digital slate. When I say digital slate, the way you have your own, earlier we used to have a black slate where you can write with a chalk paste. The same way we have to come up with a digital slate, which will be integrated with this, so that you'll be able to do this. It will be available, inshallah.
Okay, because as of now, what we were doing is we were using Zoom, and you have to hold the phone in your hand, write it on the paper. When the whole audio video conversation is over, I used to take the photo of it and upload it on the WhatsApp group or Google Classroom. So if this is a feature, if it is more interactive, where a teacher is writing on the board and the students are able to see it while it is recording, I think it will be a much better option. Thank you for your answer, sir.
Yeah, surely agree with you this, and we are in the process. I told you that it's a learning process for us also. We are working on it. Inshallah, you'll get this very shortly.
Thank you very much, sir. You are doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sajid Sahab. So we are, running out of time. We have already crossed the timeline for today. I would request Humaira to.
Shahin Bhai, before that, I just like to take only 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
See, coming to my journey, I would like to share a few things about my association with the AMP. Because many of us, some people are already from AMP, some people are new. The reason why I want to share my journey is initially, when I thought AMP, when I came to know about AMP through when I was searching for some kind of NGO. So that was the time I got connected to AMP. It's almost 6 to 7 years back. And slowly I got associated with it. Alhamdulillah, very happy to share that AMP is a wonderful platform where it is given an immense opportunity to many people like us. See, many people think when they're joining a NGO, it's a one way. wherein like only you have to devote your time, spend money and everything. But I believe like AMP is a platform in other NGOs also, wherein there's a lot of two-way. When you give your time and efforts, there's so much of thing to learn. And alhamdulillah, like I'm very happy to share that now my association with AMP is such that I have a huge family in AMP, wherein like I have people, I know the people, my network is huge, that wherever I go, I know the people that throughout the India as well as outside. So the people who think that getting associated with social organization like AMP or any other NGO is waste of time or there's this one. So my humble request is don't take that way. And even it helps you in, one is your internal self-satisfaction that you are able to do something for the society and for the community. At the same time, there's a lot of professional growth. As you know that there's a lot of good things there. They're saying that today your network is your net worth. So that way, alhamdulillah, I have a very huge network because of this AMP. The same way, like I request many people to know about AMP, join the AMP. And as I was telling you, like Shahinshah Bhai, that many of the institutions where we are already delivering the SDLs, school development lectures. And now, alhamdulillah, we have dedicated madam like Asma madam, who she's Bangalore, she's handling that entire SDL, which has been converted to SDP, School Development Program. This entire team can be made use to help the institution make use of the technology, get connected to it, because as many of the institutions, they are raising the concerns. For them, getting adapted to this technology is very important. How to make use of these tools. So inshallah, as AMP, will be able to help and the management school and the teachers to get used to this technology. So I request Shahinshah Bhai to take up this thing in the TMP and let us try to do something for the education in the next level.
Yeah, thank you, Nazir Bhai. Yeah, so I'll quickly give some update to all the attendees who are attending today. So close to 150 people attended our session today, Alhamdulillah. So what we are planning, everyone, we'll be sending you your credentials where you can log into the system, what Nazir Bhai was showing. So you can do your kind of, once you log on, you'll find all the options, whatever is available. And I believe he must be providing some sort of tutorial as well. So there will be kind of self-learning sort of. And any point of time, if you have question on how to use something, you can always come back, write email to us, and we'll forward it to Nazir Bhai. And at the same time, you'll be given your account with your email ID and the password, whatever it is used to be logged on. You can use it and start using the system. So if you're a teacher, log in as a teacher. If you're a student, log in as a student. So you can do your demo within your school and see how it works. So hopefully, yeah.
I have a small, this one, like, see, I request like all the participants who want to make use of this facility, you can, first thing, that 3 ways of communication. One is you can visit our website, www.schoolerp.mobi, and you can register for the demo. When you fill up the information, then our team will revert back to you. The other mode of communication is you can send the email, Nazir, that is NAZIR @nexusinfo.com, which again will be shared in the group. The third way is like my WhatsApp number 76762-76763, which also will be shared again with this one. Through this, you can keep in touch, and inshallah we'll try to, because before we start, we need to have understand what kind of school you are running, then how many classes, how many teachers. With that, we'll start. Because as I told you that for everything, there's a connection. So without the initial introduction, without the initial onboarding, it is very difficult. So once you get in touch with us, inshallah, we'll take you through this journey. Thank you, Shahinshah. Please continue.
Thank you, Nazir Bhai. I would request Shehzad Bhai or Humaira to take over, and then we can end this session.
Thank you, Shahinshah Bhai. Thank you, Nazir Bhai, for this wonderful session on explaining how this software using technology today can help us and our kids in terms of education and knowledge delivery. I especially thank Sanisha Bhai for such valuable insights that added more relevant information on this topic today. I truly hope you all have enjoyed this session and it will benefit all our attendees in this precedented times of COVID-19 lockdown. I would like to tell you all that all the questions that were raised using Q&A section and remained unanswered due to the time constraints, we will compile all the questions and their respective answers, and we will be sending it to all the attendees through the email. Thank you for being with us today. We appreciate your time and participation. I, Humaira Kabir, logging off from here today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you all. Thank you, Mero.